Rolando Romero, 5 of his 12 knockouts have come in the opening 3 minutes. He promises to get off to an explosive start. Ismael Barroso, hey, he's won 4 in a row, with 3 of those wins coming by way of KO again. This one not expected to go the distance as we begin round number 1. Won by 4th round knockout against Fernando David Salcido, and again,
yeah, being with the wide stance that, you know, he overreaches sometimes.
And susceptible to the counter. Ask Gervonta Davis.
Yes, and we're seeing something right now, a big hand, and, you know, gets himself in trouble.
Oh, there's a nice judo sweep.
And he gets the opponent to be uncomfortable as well.
Well, you know, I asked the question.
Yeah, that is a good point out. Ballroom a lot more pressure from Barroso's, but again, you got to give it to the fact that Romero is doing a good job of using the entire ring, jabbing.
Stop.
Romero 2 of 46, but also 5 of 44.
Now, Barroso's doing one thing that's dangerous. He's lunging with his left hand to the body.
Credit, he's fought his, what, 4 fights southpaw, so
yeah,
there's nothing new for him.
Yeah, Romero fighting his 3rd consecutive.
So clearly, you know, the volume not there with him, but maybe he's thinking a power shot's going to change things, although he could be winning 2 rounds. There's a good left by Barroso.
Barroso swinging and...
Many people believe that Barroso's power...
Anytime you're in a fight with a puncher, you know it's going to be difficult. And there it is, difficult! The left hand dropping! Romero!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me. Good. Okay, here we go.
The left hand cost him the fight against Gervonta Davis. And here in the dying stages of round 3, Barroso with the left drops Romero for the 2nd time in his career.
It's not too much going on. He's picking his shot. He's a heavy shot, heavy power puncher.
That doesn't say it's not going to happen tonight.
Again lands the left hand.
If you're smart, if you're Romero, you want to time that. There it is. Caught him walking in and he hurt him.
Yep, he did. Counter right hand.
Lead left hook, right hand by Romero.
Take a step back and counter.
The Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas. Explosive exchange right hand from Romero. Round so far where he threw 37 punches in round 4. By the way, Romero came in as a huge favorite, 8-1 the last time I checked.
That was interesting. I was actually a little surprised at that.
Who's now the champion in recess, and there's a nice exchange.
Yeah, obviously a lot of people going, you know.
It's boxing, I guess.
There's a nice left hand from Barroso.
Whether Romero can counter him,
there's a counter left hook.
He was a volume puncher. At age 40, he appears not to be that anymore. So, guess what? With this pace, he's probably going to like big
nice
up.
right hand by... Now on his bicycle, retreating to close out round 5.
That was a good right hand from Romero, timing Barroso's, beating him to the punch, really.
And, you know, there's been that much thrown and that much landed, but what there is has benefited Barroso.
There's a lead right uppercut. 2 minutes now, left in the 6th, and again, Barroso goes to the body.
Look at his foot placement right now. As a southpaw, you want to walk to the left.
In the 3rd frame, the Romero went down from an overhand left to the nose. The 2nd time he's been down in his career. The 1st time, well, he was stopped by Gervonta Davis in his last fight. Another left hand to the body, devoid of combinations.
How do you do that with your right hand?
Yeah.
Keep him busy with your right hand.
Try to control that. And Barroso has definitely taken this partisan crowd here in Las Vegas, Romero's backyard, out of this fight.
Yeah, and the lack of volume from Romero.
Oh, another left hand by Barroso. This bout, I should say, has been anything but a battle for a vacant 140-pound title. Delivered.
I thought his comments were apt. Hit him a little bit like they are to the body and then surprise him with the left hand. Because the left to the body kind of helped set up that left to the head.
Going into the second half of the fight.
Well, starting from Romero, how do you not counterpunch that slow left?
Exactly.
It's a 1-2. 1-2 that Barroso's doing constantly. How do you not counter that? You know, that's one adjustment that if he could pick up the rhythm a little bit more, but I don't think that will work for him.
Then he worked the body and worked the head. He's not doing that. He's lunging with his left hand in this fight.
Capabilities. This is the kind of pace that Barroso would like the entire fight.
Yeah.
Well, the lead foot keeping his right to the outside of Romero and setting him up for that left hand. There was that left hook again, the lead left by Romero. As we head to round number 8. Not able to really put together a lot of sustained action. Barroso's opened up a 4-point lead on our unofficial score, Steve Farhood's. We asked if he could bring that vaunted power up to 140. He's gonna, if those scores are any indication, he's gonna have to try to rely on his power, and landed the right, but then got countered by Barroso.
At a lesser skill set than even Barroso, who, you know, let's face it, Romero got a little bit of a break. Barroso is a quality fighter.
Yes, and it was back in April of 2019, a few years back, that Romero produced one of the year's most spectacular knockouts against Andres Figueroa. But it's like you mentioned, Al, now.
And he's the one that with the constant pressure.
He remains on the hunt.
He might be stealing these rounds just because of that, and obviously those.
Minute left, and really in this round, Rolly Romero's been retreating.
And the lefts to the body will open up another left to the head at some point if Barroso doesn't get countered by a right. And he's hearing it from some of the crowd here.
Now he fires his feet while Barroso trying to cut him off, trying to stop him, trying to slow him down. As Al Bernstein has put it so well so many times, the Romero Invitational track meet in this round.
I love it.
There's a left again to the body. The left hands of Barroso continue to score to the body, and another left lands. Unofficial scorecard shows Barroso still maintaining that 4-point, or make it now it's 5-point edge over Romero.
Oh,
wow.
That was a nice right hand from Romero.
But just one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Romero, I mean, he talked about it.
Oh, and he gets countered again, knocked off balance with the left of Barroso.
Oh.
And now it's Romero sitting down on his punches.
Ooh, is that going to be a knockdown?
And it is being ruled a knockdown despite it looking like a push.
6, 7, 8.
Barroso was hurt at a certain point.
Yes, he was, and he goes down for the 5th time in his career. High drama now here in Las Vegas, round number 9. Romero went down in the 3rd. Barroso goes down here in the 9th. And Romero sitting down in his shots, landing the left and the thudding right. Barroso trying to hang on. And for a moment there, it was as literal as it was figurative. A minute left in the 9th. Romero putting on the pressure. Lands a straight right, misses with a sweeping right hook. And Barroso replying with chopping shots.
See, and this is the pace that Barroso doesn't like. High volume, constant on him. Like, you know, he's the older fighter. He doesn't like this.
Seconds left in the 9th. That lead right has been effective for Romero. Barroso comes back with the right, and they are just... What the...
Oh my.
That was bad.
Oh my goodness.
Tony Weeks, and I gotta say it, a weak stoppage here tonight.
Wow.
Just sucking the partisan crowd, they're jubilant, they're ecstatic. Mamma mia.